The prophecy of the warrior king. A revered kahuna, priest, has a chilling vision. A child born under a rare comet will become the greatest warrior in Hawaiian history, destined to unite the islands. This prophecy threatens the ruling chief, Alapai. Upon learning that the child has been born, Kamehameha, he orders his death. However, loyal family members risk their lives to smuggle the infant away into the remote northern valleys of Kohala. Hidden in the shadows, Kamehameha is raised in secrecy in the wild mountains of Hawaii Island. He learns ancient Hawaiian values, including honor, pono, strength, and connection with the gods. He trains in lua, martial arts, and fishing, and gains a deep reverence for the land. His uncle, Kalaniʻu, eventually reclaims him, bringing him back into court, where Kamehameha witnesses political scheming and the fragility of power. Rise of the warrior. During a test of strength in his late teens, Kamehameha famously lifts the Naha stone, a massive boulder believed to identify the chosen one. Few believe he can do it, until he moves it, shocking the chiefs. His status grows. He becomes a feared warrior under Kalaniʻu's rule and is given command in minor battles. His tactical mind and compassion for prisoners set him apart. The Blood Pact. As Kalaniʻu nears death, he controversially divides power. His son Kuala becomes king, but Kamehameha receives custody of the war god Kalaimoku. This causes political turmoil. Feeling slighted, Kamehameha forges a secret alliance with other ambitious chiefs, including Keeaumoku and Kewialu, pledging to protect the islands by uniting them through strength. The Battle of Mokuhai. Tensions explode into a full-blown civil war. Kamehameha's forces face off against Kuala's army near Kealakekua Bay. The fighting is brutal and personal. Kamehameha kills Kuala in single combat, fulfilling the prophecy. He claims western and northern Hawaii, while the rest remains divided. This victory makes him a feared contender, but also paints a target on his back. The Fractured Islands. The news spreads. The other Alii chiefs on Maui, Oahu, and Kauai grow wary. Maui is ruled by Kahekili, a cunning strategist and powerful ruler. Oahu's young chief Kalaniʻu is reckless. Meanwhile, Kamwalii, chief of Kauai, remains mysterious. Kamehameha begins sending envoys and spies across the islands to study their defenses. Arrival of foreigners. European and American ships begin arriving in Hawaii, some seeking trade, others shelter. Captain Cook's arrival years earlier introduced disease and guns. Kamehameha meets foreigners John Young and Isaac Davis, who are stranded on Hawaii. Rather than treat them as enemies, Kamehameha sees their value as military advisors and forms lifelong bonds with them. The price of power. To maintain an edge, Kamehameha starts trading sandalwood for Western weapons. He introduces new warfare tactics, causing discomfort among traditionalists. His people begin to question whether he's losing his Hawaiian soul. His advisors warn him, the more he relies on foreign goods, the more he risks outside influence and internal rebellion. The Maui Campaign. Kamehameha launches his war fleet, the greatest armada Hawaii has ever seen, to conquer Maui. At the Battle of Kapaniwai, his forces overwhelm the defenders using cannons and cavalry. The Iao Valley is flooded with blood. Though victorious, Kamehameha weeps for the lives lost, especially those of fellow Hawaiians. The Sacred Law. Kamehameha witnesses a wounded farmer trampled by his warriors. Guilt consumes him. He enacts the Kanawai Mamalaho, law of the splintered paddle, declaring that no innocent man, woman, or child shall be harmed, even in times of war. It becomes his legacy of justice and mercy, winning him respect beyond fear. Betrayal in the shadows. A powerful chief who once pledged loyalty, Nemekaha, turns against Kamehameha, fearing he will become a tyrant. He poisons one of the cats, Kamehameha's top generals, and tries to ignite rebellion. The plot is exposed, but the betrayal cuts deep. Kamehameha starts questioning whom he can truly trust. The final island, Oahu, with Maui secured, only Oahu and Kauai remain. Kamehameha sets sail with 1,200 warriors to invade Oahu. Kalanickipule defends with British cannons and foreign support. The terrain is treacherous, a mix of forest, cliffs, and lava rocks. Kamehameha sends Young and Davis to lead flanking attacks. The Battle of Nuuanu. The final battle on Oahu is unforgettable. Kamehameha's forces trap Kalanickipul's warriors on the Nuuanu cliffs. In the chaos, many leap or are pushed to their deaths off the Pali cliffs. Kamehameha weeps again. He hates the violence, but knows it's the price of unity. Oahu falls. Kalanickipule is captured. Love and loyalty. Kamehameha marries Kahumanu, a bold, intelligent woman who becomes one of his most influential wives. She advises him politically and pushes for education, diplomacy, and reform. Their love is fierce, but challenged by court politics and shifting alliances. Together, they dream of a united, enlightened Hawaii. The threat from Kauai. Only Kauai remains. Kamehameha prepares his greatest fleet yet. 800 war canoes and foreign ships, but is struck by a plague. Hundreds die. A second attempt is destroyed by storms. He is devastated but realizes, not all battles are won with blood. He must find another way. The peaceful surrender. Chief Kamwali'i surprises everyone. Rather than fight, he offers a peaceful surrender, agreeing to be a vassal of Kamehameha and unite their kingdoms without war. Kamehameha accepts, breaking the cycle of violence. At long last, the Hawaiian Islands are united under one sovereign monarch, King of the Islands. Kamehameha establishes his capital at Honolulu and forms the Kingdom of Hawaii. He builds infrastructure, enforces laws, and continues trade. He navigates foreign threats, refusing colonial treaties. He becomes more than a warrior. He becomes a just king. But he knows foreign powers will come in time. Legacy of the warrior. Now old and reflective, Kamehameha teaches his children about the meaning of leadership. He preserves hula, language, and tradition while cautiously adopting Western ideas. He commissions laws in both Hawaiian and English. His advisors push him toward Christianity, but he holds firmly to his gods. The death of Kamehameha. Kamehameha dies in secret to protect his mana, spiritual power. His closest allies, Young, Davis, and trusted Kahuna, hide his bones in a sacred burial site no one has ever found. The kingdom mourns. His son Liholiho becomes Kamehameha II, tasked with continuing his legacy. The echo of the chief. Years later, foreign missionaries arrive. Christianity replaces the old gods. Kahumanu becomes a Christian regent and abolishes the Kapu system. The old ways fade, but the name Kamehameha remains a symbol of unity, strength, and aloha. Statues are raised. Songs are sung. The warrior king lives on in the soul of Hawaii.